How you doing, guys? Phantom TCE here, and tonight I'm gonna bring you another deck profile. This one is Dogmatika Zoodiac, or Zoodiac Dogmatika, because you basically play more of Zoodiac than Dogmatika. But this deck is super fun. I really like it. I have play tested this deck a lot against invoked Zoodiac, Cyber Dragons is a pain in the ass. Dinosaurs, I played it a couple of times, and it's actually a very good deck. Going second, it has its ups and downs, because you can bait a lot of stuff your opponent has. Uh, but yeah, this deck is actually very fun. I won't say it's budget, but it's cheaper than the invoke version, since you don't have to spend money on the invocations. You can probably just, like, I don't know, $30 get your Zodiac engine, and that's it. Probably a little bit more, but obviously the Dogmatika engine is gonna cost a lot more. Uh, so yeah. Anyways, same thing as I always say. Uh, Use this deck profile as a reference. Everyone has the different builds, different things in mind, and actually have access to other cards. Since we're in quarantine, I haven't spent that much money on cards, since I only play with friends and not local tournaments. But yeah, anyways, starting off, we're playing uh, for the Dogmatika. We're playing 3 copies of Ecclesia. This is very straightforward. I'm not gonna go on details with her. But she's basically the main monster you really want to start doing combos with, and you really want to see her in your hand. The other monster is Flare. It's just another hand trap. You can search it with Ecclesia, and it's very good. Like, not gonna lie. And it's a beat stick. You can just summon him, attack, use the effect, pump, get him to 30k, and so on, so on, so on. This is all the cards you're gonna play in this deck. Sorry, all the Dogmatika cards. Small engine. I'm not playing Maximus, since I just really don't want to, like, summon a monster to get rid of 2 cards from my extra deck, since my extra deck is more of Zodiac related. But yeah. Anyways, with the Zodiac engine, starting with the 3 ofs, we're playing triple whiptail. It's a very good card. Obviously, it's not searchable, uh, like like when Broadbull was at 1 at least, or at 2. I don't remember, but yeah. The thing is, Whiptail is actually a very good card to get rid of problematic cards your opponent has, just by banishing them. Uh, but yeah, and obviously just attacking using the effect, putting it as a material and pumping the attack of the Zodiac monster so you can swing for a game. It's super good. Next, we're playing 3 copies of Thoroughblade. This card, I really see it in my opening hand, so I can start saying a lot of stuff. So this card is actually very good. You can bait out some hand traps. Sometimes your opponent does not want you to draw 1 extra card, but you can just, like, summon effect. If your opponent doesn't do shit, you just discard 1 Zodiac card, draw 1 card. So you just filtered your deck in a way, and obviously you can start doing Chakanine's effect to summon megaclops with Truthblade. So this is a very good card. I love it. Obviously, and just the 16k, 16, just swinging very hard. Obviously, when you have it as a material, or having to, if you attach it with tigermotar. Right. Let's see. Next, we're playing 2 copies of ramram. This is just for the combo. You really want to see this and this in your opening hand, so you can do the entire megaclops combo. It's super dumb, super broken, but yeah. We're playing 1 ratpier. Obviously, we can only play 1. I wish this card is at least at 2, but this card is super broken. Like, I know the power of this card. If at least is at 2. But yeah, Raptor is basically the combo starter. If you open this, you basically have 1 megaclop, only like by herself. since the other effects is basically useless. But yeah, that's it for the engine. It's very small. Uh, well, not small compared to the Dogmatika engine, but yeah. For hand traps, we're playing 3 Ash Blossom, 2 Ghost Ogre, 2 Effect Veiler, basically that's it. This lineup really helps me. I was thinking of playing 1 Ghost Spell, but yeah. The Effect Veilers, you can change them for Impermanence, Forbidden Dropless, or Triple Tactic Talent, but I currently do not own those cards. I wish I was gonna buy them, but yeah, then I remember there's no tournament, so I'm not gonna waste cards. Probably at the end of this quarantine stuff, they're gonna get reprinted or something. Finally, but not least, we're playing the Red Ice engine. This has really helped me a lot, not gonna lie. Going for a game, Dragoon's basically super broken. So yeah, I've really been loving this engine. Sometimes I open with this card so I can't do that much, but when you summon the Dragoons, basically that's game. Your opponent cannot get rid of it. For spells, we play uh, 3 copies of Nadir Servant. This is the cards that obviously search your Dogmatika cards, your Dogmatika monsters to be exact, and just getting rid of cards in your extra deck to at least get rid of problematic cards. Use In's effect, titaniclad, and so on, so on, so on. Alright, next we're playing for the Zoodiac cards, or the Zoodiac engine. We're playing triple tenki and 1 barrage. I cannot say a lot from barrage because it's very rarely that I see this card, but the only 2 times I saw it, I used barrage to destroy my tenki, and obviously have the barrage for next turn, in case my opponent like gets rid of my combo and doesn't get rid of the barrage. I just pop the barrage and start doing a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, it's a shame that this card is at 1, but I have really loved this card, like this engine at least. And obviously those 100 sometimes help. Sometimes it kind of gets wacky sometimes, but yeah. That's it for the 2 engine cards. Now for just random cards, I'm playing 3 copies of Pot of Avarice. I kinda never break with this card because it's very rarely that I see it. You can cut this card to 1, play something else if you want, but just shuffling your entire extra deck and then drawing 1 card. You're drawing 2 cards, sorry. It's super good, like, not gonna lie. I really like it. So this is a card I probably not won't get rid of in this case. So yeah. Next, for a bunch of 1-ups, we're playing 1 mind control if you're going second, Call by the Grave, random Call by the Grave, 1 instant fusion, 1 monster reborn, and the 1 red ice fusion. In case you don't have this card or you're not happy with my lineup, you can just get rid of the red ice engine. You can play 2 droplets and 2 droplets or 2 triple tactic talents. The same. Just remove these 2 cards. Play 2 of any other card you wish. Same thing with this card. You can get rid of this, put impermanence or something, or you can just get rid of 1 copy of Avarice and put 1 Zoodiac combo. Now, for trap cards, I'm only playing 2 punishments. I really want to play Zoodiac combo since it's basically searches any Zoodiac from my deck and attach it to one of my monsters. So during the battle phase, you can kind of gimp your opponent in a way. When he attacks, you just use Zoodiac combo, attach whiptail, banish the monster, or attach thoroughblade, so it gains more attack. But sadly, I do not have 1 common, like 1 copy, and it's a common. That's the sad part. But yeah, I've been playing 2 punishments. Obviously, it's searchable, and it's super very good. Not gonna lie. Obviously, blocking you from the extra deck. It's kind of tight sometimes, since the Zoodiacs don't do everything from the extra deck. But yeah, that's it for the deck. If I'm not mistaken, that's 40 to be exact. Now for the extra deck, we're playing, starting with the Zoodiacs, we're playing the 1 Drident, 1 hamerkong, and 1 boarbow. boarbow is very rarely that you go for that I that like you attack directly. Sometimes it helps. For example, one time, like one of my opponents has Mystic Mine, we managed to be at one monster. So I was like, yeah, summon Boarbow. I was like, yeah, you're gonna destroy my monster. I'm like, I could, but I can't attack directly. So that's basically what I did. Since you're probably not gonna use the effect to detach 12, if I'm not mistaken, and then blow the entire field. But yeah, a hamerkong, it's super good if you attach if you summon hamerkong attached with ramram. Very done. And drident is just drident. I'm not gonna go on detail with drident. Next we're playing 2 chakanines. I was thinking of putting her up to 3, same with tigermotar, but as of now this seems okay since you can recycle it with avarice since you're playing 3. And if you have access to Zoodiac combo, you can just play Zoodiac combo and shuffle all of this, including your monster from the main deck. The only bad part is just doing the combo, since you won't have any access to a Zoodiac monster in your graveyard. It's gonna be hard doing the combo. That's another thing I want to point out. Since you don't have a legal target to use chakanine for, basically you just summon boarbow, probably tigermotar, and then drident, so you can have just multiple pops. But since that really you can do that much. But obviously, if you manage to get a card in your graveyard, that's okay. But yeah, for its fusions, we're playing the one titaniclad. In the mirror match, this comes a lot. Not gonna lie. If my opponent summons, well, not in the mirror match exactly, just against Dogmatika Zoodiac, your opponent summons Maximus, you're just gonna ditch Titanic and Elder Entity, just pop with Entity, and then during the end phase summoning your ecclesia, and then searching with ecclesia. This is basically a like you need it, so it's just for that matchup, and that's it. Next we're playing 2 Elder Entity. This card is super good. I was thinking of getting rid of 1 and putting 1 Omegas to recycle the entire extra deck if I'm going in the long game. But I don't have access to an Omega since I sold it by mistake. But if you have it, feel free to play or just get rid of something in your extra deck. Next you're playing the 1 Dragoon and the 1 Thousand Iris Flick for instant fusion. This comes a lot. Bait out your opponent. They get stressed. That's it. But you can just get rid of these cards if you really don't want to play them. You can just play the extra 1 tigermotar or the one tigermotar and the 1 chakanine, or just play something else. That's it. Next, we're playing 1 at Ignister with Pegasus. This card is super dumb, since if you're going the long game and your opponent uses Maximus and ditches the Elder Entity, you can just ditch Elder Entity and win Pegasus, and when he destroys something with the Elder Entity, you just win Pegasus effect to get rid of one of his cards, and then it gets shuffled to the deck. So it's more problematic. Doesn't get destroyed. Just shuffles back into the deck, and that's it. And for length, we're playing the 1 product plan. Verti Anaconda comes a lot. If your opponent just tries to negate a bunch of stuff and you don't actually manage to do the full combo for Zoodiac, just summon Verti Anaconda, summon your Dragoon, and just pop a bunch of monsters and swing for game. And finally, but not least, 1 megaclop. This card is insane. I didn't know how powerful this card was until I actually played the deck. But if you manage to summon this, like, it's just insane. Your opponent is gonna get in a very, very, very tight situation. But yeah, basically that's it. That's the entire deck profile. Hope you guys like it. Remember, use my deck profile as a reference if you are really interested on building the deck. Anyways, thanks for watching, and peace.